What is going on, everybody on YouTube? Max Rock here with a brand new video, and today we're going to be looking at the LG Stylo 3 Plus. This is going to be a first 48 series, well, part of the new series that I'm doing here on the channel. And basically what the series is going to be about is just my experience with the device 48 hours later. It's almost the same as this 48 hours impressions, but it's a different title. So yeah, we got the Stylo 3 Plus here. It's on Metro PCS. I got this device on a trade because I had the Blade Z Max and the guy wanted that phone, so we decided to do a trade, even exchange. Pretty similar phones. Only major difference is probably stylus and maybe the front-facing camera and a few other things, give or take. But if we look at the specs really quickly here, we see we got an octa-core processor. It's a 430 with the Adreno 505. We got 32 gigs of internal storage, and we got an advertisement there. Full HD display. That's one of the main differences from other devices, or other LG Stylo 3s, has a full HD display as opposed to a 720p, and 32 gigabytes of internal storage. Micro SD card expansion. Pretty big battery. I believe it's 3,200 milliamp hours. Don't quote me on that. Look it up yourself. Yeah, it's a pretty good phone. I would say with my experience with the first 48 hours, better than expected. And it's been like that a lot lately with a lot of devices that I've been using. With the money that I'm spending on them, or with my experience with them, or what I'm expecting, I'm actually, getting better than that, which is kind of cool if you ask me. I do have an SD card in here. It does not have adaptable storage. Let me show you that really quickly. I'm shooting this video with the Samsung Galaxy S6, if you're wondering. You can probably see in the reflection. And we see we got an SD card in there, and I'm using about 18.32 internal. Got the mail truck going by here right now. But as far as my experience with the device, yeah, everything runs so smoothly here. It's an octa-core processor, 2 gigs of RAM. Performs extremely well. I love the screen as well. The only thing I don't like about it is it's kind of like a petty thing, I guess, but it is a 5.7-inch screen. But when you're in apps like games or something like that, or apps that won't be able to use the entire 5.7-inch screen, you will see like a white bar at the bottom of the home buttons as opposed to it just fading out, which is kind of annoying. And also you can see that I'm running the Pixel 2 launcher on the device. It's running well on that. There's no issues there. One of the things that are kind of disappointed about this device here is the camera. Now, the only reason I say disappointed is because the video is a little grainy, and if I'm not talking loud enough, let me know, guys. The mic is like right in my mouth, so I don't feel like I need to yell. But the videos come out a little grainy, look a little like, you ever seen like them old VHS, those tapes where you can watch like VCR movies, put it in VCRs and everything, and at the end of it would just show nothing but fuzzies. You don't exactly get that with this camera here, but you would see it in the video. It would be present, and it would just be like a regular daylight, fully daylight video. So it's kind of disappointing here. I think the Stylos have a history of this as well. As a matter of fact, I'll say LG has a history of this. Their cameras on the phones like this here, the video and the picture quality is not so bad for the back, but in the front, never really good. So a little annoying there with that. But battery performance has been pretty exceptional. I can get about 5 hours out of this, maybe 6 hours. Let's see, what else can I talk about? Yeah, call quality and texting and everything, because I'm using this as a daily driver now. That all is working smoothly. I would say I have about the same amount of coverage as I had with the Blade Z Max, only because everywhere I go, you see where I'm at right now, I'm at 4 bars. Everywhere I go, I'm usually at 4 or 5. So coverage with these phones, these past 2 phones from Metro that I've been using, is exceptional as well. I got some Geekbench scores to show you guys that as well. Let me see. This was last night. So as I told you, it's a Snapdragon 430. It's octa-core, 1.4 gigahertz. 607 for the single core and 2279 for the multi-core. I'm gonna do some more tests, and then for the Antutu benchmark, let me go ahead and show you that. I got a 37,296 you know, not the greatest numbers in the world, but gets the job done. And those numbers don't really mean anything if you ask me. It's just fun to do those tests to see which one gets the highest, but that's whatever. And as far as gaming performance, it does have an Adreno 505 in it, so it can play most games at a high frame rate with no problem. But when you start getting into more heavy, intensive games, like let's say, for example, you wanted to download Mortal Kombat or anything like that, you should expect it to be a little sluggish if you have it on high settings for the graphics. But most games, it performs pretty well. So this game I've been playing called South Park: The Foam Destroyer. That's a cool game, really cool. It was really cool. I like it. I haven't tried out Dead Trigger or Dead Trigger 2, Need for Speed No Limits. Haven't tried that out yet, but I'm pretty sure it should perform pretty well as long as I don't have it on max settings. I shouldn't have a problem with it. Now, all that will be coming in the full review. I will tell you exactly how everything does perform. Everything that I'm talking about in this video will be in great detail for the full review. So, hold on one second. And so, another thing I can tell you guys real quick is that the phone itself is running 7.0 Nougat. It's not running 7.1.1, and it is on the October security patch, so it's pretty up to date with that. Unlike some other phones I got that are running Nougat, it has the February security patch, which is like earlier this year. So, just got a text message. Sorry about that. Not going to be editing that out. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can really go over here as far as my first 48 with the phone, like how I'm feeling about it. One thing is pretty annoying about this and other devices that I got, besides the Moto E4, the Studio app doesn't work for me. I gotta try uninstalling and reinstalling many a times. All that garbage, nothing's been working. So if you guys have any fixes, let me know in the comments. That would be extremely helpful to me. But of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I would really much appreciate that. Leave a comment if you want to see anything else in particular here with this device in the future. And just really quickly, let me show you guys something really quick. Got this thing called the GIF catcher here. Something that you probably all seen before. Whoa. Good thing you guys didn't hear that. I got my headphones plugged in. So basically I can go to a video here. I can go to a video, hit the record. Hit that stop. And so with that there, I mean, we all know what a GIF is, but with the convenience of being able to make one, so dope. As you can see, I made myself a quick little GIF. I'm going to be using that entirely too much. But hey, yeah, go ahead and like this video if you haven't already. Leave a comment if you want to see anything extra with this phone here in the future. Full review is coming pretty soon as well. But until then, I want to say thank you for watching this video. As you do know, my name is Maxi Rock, and you have a good day. Deuces, y'all.